Goeiedag, Johnny. Magandang umaga. Another beautiful day here in South Africa, and here I am going to make an easy version of chicken biryani. So first of all, a kilo of chicken, or maybe under a kilo. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of plain yogurt and then crushed garlic and ginger. I'm also going to add in my spices. I'm going to mix that all together, and I'm just gonna set it aside. I came home quite late today, so I'm going to just make something easy for Matthew. He loves chicken biryani, so I'm just going to put this chicken aside while I'm going to be getting some of my other ingredients. So we will be needing some onion, lemon juice, about 2 tablespoons I need in there, and then also 1 potato. I don't want to cook or use a lot of potatoes because most of the time it gets left behind and I'm the only one who's eating them. So I'm gonna add in 3 tablespoons of cooking oil on my pan. While that is heating up, I'm going to be chopping my onions. So I love using my cleaver. It's the easiest way for me to cut veggies or even meat. But you just have to be careful in using it because it's very sharp and quite heavy. But I'm so used to it already. That's my main tool in the kitchen. And I really love that it's actually wide and it cuts so nicely. So that is chopping right now. And then I'm going to just quickly make sure that the oil is hot, and then I'm gonna add in my onions. Honestly, these onions are actually quite it softens actually quite long, so sometimes you have to add some salt in it. It takes about between 8 to 10 minutes to brown those onions. We just want to toast it a little bit, but please don't burn it. You don't like the taste of burnt onion on your biryani. So I'm just gonna peel in this 1 potato that I'm going to put in. Mostly it's just me, my mom, and my husband actually eats the potatoes, and the rest Matthew only eats chicken and the rice in the biryani. So I'm going to just quarter these potatoes and get them ready. I'm just gonna wash them as well after that. Just didn't show you. Okay, there you go. And then I love this cleaver. I'm really enjoying cutting my vegetables with this cleaver. All right, so I'm gonna set that aside while I'm going to be cooking my basmati rice. That's about 2 cups of basmati rice. I've got water boiling there already, so I'm just going to put that in and let that cook while I'm busy doing the curry. So like I said, these onions are actually takes long to soften, but finally it is now toasted. Don't burn them like I said. So I'm going to remove them now, and I'm just going to put them aside. And it's going to be toppings for my biryani. I'm telling you, it's actually quite nice. The crunch and the oniony flavor on top of that rice. So here I've got my spices. I've got my bay leaves, just 2 little barks of cinnamon, star anise, and I've also got cloves in there and fennel seeds. So I'm just gonna toast that a little bit until you smell the aroma coming out. Now I'm smelling it. So now I'm going to fry in the chicken that I've just marinated. I think I marinated it for about 10 minutes, but it's okay. This is a quick version anyway. It's best to actually marinate it for long, minimum of an hour, but well, I'm in a hurry. So here I'm adding 1 grated tomatoes. So I'm just going to stir that in. I'm not putting any water at this stage. I'm just going to wait for those chicken to render some liquid. I'm going to add in the potatoes as well. Like what I said, it's a quick version, and I'm going to cover it. And then about 5 minutes later, there you go, my chicken has rendered some liquid already. And then this gravy won't be enough for Matthew because he doesn't like a dry biryani. So I'm just gonna add in like half a cup of water in there, and I'm just gonna cover it and simmer it for about 5-10 minutes. And then I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of that apricot jam. He loves the sweetness that the apricot jam gives. I don't like adding some sugar. Apricot jam is fine. It's fruity and it's refreshing. And about a teaspoon of salt added in there. I'm just going to stir that in to make sure that the flavors are evenly distributed. And then I'm gonna cover it another 2 minutes. Then I will add in my chicken stock cube or chicken bouillon. There you go. And I'm just gonna dilute that and mix that um, in the curry. All right. And I'm just gonna cover it again, and you can see a nice curry. You can see those oil rendering. That is an indication of a very good curry. So at this stage, the potatoes are already soft and the curries are cooked. I don't like too much liquid, but I'm going to remove a little bit so that I can top the rice with some of those curry liquid or curry sauce. And then I'm going to then add in my cooked biryani rice. Those are about 2 cups uncooked, but when it gets cooked, it's quite a lot. You see, it fills up my pan quite nicely, but it's okay. So I'm just going to flatten that a little bit, and then I'm going to add in the gravy that I just taken out earlier. And then I'm going to top it with my toasted onions. There you go. And you know what? I don't have coriander in my pantry or in my fridge. So I'm just going to put in what I have, which is spring onions. I'm just going to sprinkle that all over and then cover it for about 2 3 minutes and it's ready to serve. So I've called in my mom and my husband. I'm there setting the table outside. Diyan po kami kakain. And just setting it nicely, making sure that it is leveled. And then am I setting the plates? It's just the 5 of us because my daughter Chloe is still at in school. So it's just Matthew, Paul, um, my husband, my mom, and I. Anyway, I think Paul and Matthew are taking an afternoon nap. So it's just mom and my husband. There you go. And enjoy this, guys. I hope you try this easy version. I know it's quite a quick version, but I promise you it is very, very tasty. You can see they can't wait to actually dig into this. So there you have it. I love those colors. The turmeric gives a lovely color on the rice. Here you go. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, share, and follow me for more recipes.